This is me, Love Jones. I am back with another one. I was sitting here reading this book and I came across a few things, and what I got from it was somebody's brother's working hard to tear them down for one. The brother is working relentlessly to tear someone down. Says they're refusing to show mercy. And so because of what it is they're doing, they will be punished. Y'all, I was called to open up this. I opened it up right here, and I've never read this particular chapter before. Amos, Amos, sounds kind of like a Spanish name. Um, but as I was reading it, it was just saying to different people, different places, the reason why God is not going to let up off of His punishment, and certain parts of it just kind of got my attention. The first part was really about the brother who had said kept pursuing his own brother, and because he showed no mercy, this is why God will not reverse something that's being done. So God sent down something in His vengeance. He sent down something, which was probably a curse on these people, for them to have to go through certain things. And He said these are the reasons He will not be reversing whatever it is that He's done to these people. And so to the brother, whoever this is out there pursuing your own blood, 222 I seen on the clock as I looked up. To the brother has been relentlessly pursuing the disaster of his own family member. You got something coming for you. You have something coming for you. And it will not be reversed. It's assigned to you in your name, your person. It won't be reversed. Another part of this that caught my attention was he said there's a father and a son. Father and a son who's sleeping with the same person. And it's pretty much a disgrace. It's a disgrace for those two people to be sleeping with the same person. And so, to whoever you are, the same thing. There has been something sent to you to destroy you, and it will not be reversed. For the people who try to block the path of the meek, for the people who, it says, sell the righteous for silver and the poor for sandals. So people are selling the righteous, which could be selling out. 440 I just seen on the clock as I was looking up. So people are selling the righteous. That could mean a number of ways. That could be selling out. That could be selling their energy. energy, if you see that certain people possess a certain type of energy and other people may be able to benefit from it, they're selling you for your energy, and you may not even realize that deals could be taking place behind someone's back regarding you and your energy. And so, if you notice certain people coming around and kind of hanging around, if you notice you go to certain places and you're stuck there for long periods of time, if you notice, again, groups of people kind of changing around you over time, this could be because someone is selling you off for your energy. But to those people who sell the righteous for money and the poor for clothing, says they trample on the heads of the lowly into the dust of the earth, and they block the path of the meek. They block the path of the meek. You know, it says in another part, not this part that I'm reading, but it says the meek will inherit the earth. And so you're blocking the path of people who God has blessed, who God has set in certain places to do certain things. You're blocking the path of these humble people, not allowing them to move forward in life. To you, God has sent something to you that will destroy you. It will not be reversed. For the people who use blasphemy, God has sent something to you that will not be reversed. To some of these people, it says he's even helped. He's helped after making you suffer through certain things. He raised up people in your family, which would have essentially allowed you to have certain, to be relieved, so to speak, of that burden. But you didn't do as you were supposed to do either. He says, I raised up some of your sons as prophets and some of your young men as Nazarites. Is this not so? He's talking to the people of Israel then. Like I said, this is going to different people. But instead of appreciating those people, some of you who has been through the most, um, who wasn't really successful in life, and that was for a reason. You raised up your children, people that you raised, to be prophets, to help you, and you did not appreciate that. Instead, you stopped the prophets from prophesying to you. This will not be reversed. So it must be a strong drinker as well to these people. Someone drinks a lot. And whoever this is that drinks a lot is a part of the crew that's stopping the prophets from prophesying. And while they're trying to stop the prophets from prophesying, says they're going out the way to feed others the alcohol, to get others drunk. Why? I wouldn't. I guess as good as mine. Says, so I will crush you in your place, just as a wagon cut, loaded with cut grain crushes what is under it. I will crush you in your place. The swift one will have no place to flee. You think you're a quick mover, think you're gonna get away with it easy, because that's how you've been in this 3D realm. You've been able to move quick, to get out of the way of whatever was coming for you, to get out of the way of whatever danger it is that you created for yourself. You won't be able to run from this. The strong one will not retain his power. You won't get this power back. This that's being done to you, it won't reverse. 1212, I just seen on the phone or on this tablet. So there were a few people here. You know who you are. You know where you fit into this. Are you the one that constantly likes to get people drunk? And you like to hear what the drunk people are saying versus what the people who are prophesying says? Are you the people who are trying to press the people who prophesy about things? The people who are here to tell you the truth? The people who are here to speak what God has spoken to them? Are you that person? Are you the person with the son or the daughter? And you two are sleeping with the same person? Are you that person? Are you the person that sells the righteous and the poor? Are you the person that's blocking the path of the meek? Are you the brother who keeps desperately pursuing his own family in order to stop them from excelling in life? It says with the sword, he's pursuing this person with the sword. The sword is the sword is like your tongue, your speech, the things that you say. You know, your words are spells. Are you the brother that's been casting spells on someone in your own family, on your sister or on your brother? Are you the brother that has been trying to tear your own family down? You know where you fit in this. Like I said, I just read quite a few things, and he had quite a few things to say to different people, but those were the things that kind of stood out to me. Specifically to a specific family, it says, "You alone I have known out of all the families of earth." Here he was talking specifically to Israel in this particular part. But aside from the places, this could be Israelites he's talking to. These people specifically who know God. It says, "You alone I have known out of all the families of the earth. This is why I will call you to account for all of your errors." Meaning specifically this particular family because you know him so well. You know his works. You know his vengeance so well. And you are still choosing to do what it is you're choosing to do. Whatever it is that you have chosen. It says, "Will two walk together unless they have agreed to meet? Will a lion roar in the forest when it has no prey? Will a young lion growl from its lair when it has caught nothing? Will a bird fall into a trap on the ground when there is no snare for it? Does a trap spring up from the ground when it has caught nothing? If a horn is blown in a city, do the people not tremble? If a calamity occurs in the city, is it not Jehovah who has acted?" The lion has roared. Who will be afraid? Says the sovereign Lord Jehovah has spoken. Who will not prophesy? Proclaim it on the fortified towers of Ashdod and the fortified towers of the land of Egypt. I'm not going to read this whole thing to you. A lot of people are about to experience a tower moment in life. And it doesn't matter how high up you think you have been, because the things you have been doing while you have been so high up has been so low down. And for that, you're about to be cast down with those things you are constantly doing, with the energy that you are constantly putting out to others. Because you have rejected the law, spiritual laws. So, yeah, I would definitely say pray for yourselves because whenever this comes through for you, it won't be reversed. And so you will be going through this for quite some time, if not quite all of your time, the rest of what you have here. For some of you, that is a short time. For others, it could be a much longer time, but however long you have here, this will not be reversed. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate that people do things until there are finally consequences of whatever it is that they've done. Yeah. And so, to you, whoever you are, this is what it is. On another note, I don't know, man. I don't have a problem with any of these fraternities, so to speak. I'm gonna say it, y'all. I've been debating. It's like, am I gonna say it? Am I gonna say it? I'm gonna say it. And so y'all know I don't have a problem per se with any of these fraternities, but on an individual basis. And so not the entity in itself, but some of the individuals who associate themselves with it. I always said they carry around, and not all of them, this kind of, what do I want to call it? It's like this sense of grandiose. I don't know. It's like this sense of, it should be leadership, but it's not leadership, y'all. It's like a sense of I'm better than you, so to speak. And I always say, people, and let me just say this. I was listening one time, and this girl, and I know it's probably a lot of people out there that have seen this on YouTube. This girl who was in a fraternity or sorority, or I don't know. The difference is the man and the woman, but I don't know. But she was saying she didn't realize that she was doing witchcraft the whole time, and she actually stopped doing what she was doing because she was doing witchcraft. And that, I don't know. Y'all know people come online and they say anything. And so you don't know if that was actually true or not, but just based off me watching her, the things that she was talking about leads me to believe that that was her story, that that was her truth. And so she said she got out of this. And me, I always, the people that I deal with, the people who I have seen, the people that I have spoken to on so many different levels, most of them, again, not all of them, but most of them always come off like they are better than. Most of them have this energy of they can't be touched to a certain extent. It's so funny because I've been saying for years now, one thing about them is they know how to make money. One thing about them is they know how to make money. Now, when it comes down to other things, I don't know if, if there's good with other things, but I have noticed over time, like I said, if you don't know nothing else, if they don't know anything else as an individual, they know how to make money. And so I always question because they walk around with a certain type of attitude and because they're able to get money so easily, get these really good positions in life. Um, they always seem to have these really nice things. And I've always questioned what is it that they're being taught while they are in whatever learning stage or phase that they're in that makes them be able to be chosen over everybody else, that allows them to be able to get these high paying jobs, that allow them to be thrusted into the spotlight if that's what they're choosing to do all of a sudden. Um, that allows them to be able to just come in and work with different people because it's not the fact that you were just in a fraternity. Um, there are many different clubs you can join while in college. That's not going to open up these doors for you. But I noticed that this particular thing opens up a whole lot of doors. Um, Again, when it comes down to financially speaking, it opens up a lot of different doors. And one day I was kind of watching the news, or it wasn't the news, maybe it could have even been just a commercial. And I was watching how, at the time, it was the president speaking about the Divine Nine. And it's almost like he had, to me, and this is just my opinion, y'all, for me, just observing him and his energy and the way he spoke about it or them, it almost came off to me as if it was something about them that he was scared of. Excuse me. And ever since I seen that, it made me wonder twice as much, like, why is he? What is it about them that causes certain people to be scared of them? What is it about them that causes them to be able to get money so easily? What is it about them that causes them to be chosen over many different people, to be believed, to be placed in these positions of power over most people that they're going up against? How is it that they have this knowledge or this power to do certain things? Is it the knowledge that they're receiving that gives them, it almost feels like to me, like it kind of inflates their egos, and that's why they come off as being more superior. Their attitude, not them as a person, their attitude comes off as being like they are above you somehow. And again, it's not all of them. It's not all of them. A lot of people that I've dealt with, a lot of people who I've seen, carry this attitude. It's not all of them. And so, yeah, I know I read energy, and for me to have been sitting up watching that day, and all I could think of while the president was saying that was, why is he scared of them? And so, yeah, I still have that question. Why are they so? What is it specifically that they learn in there? Um, I just seen alchemy, entitled, alchemy. You know a lot with alchemy. It's so funny. A couple of years back, I started reading up about this. You know, anything that you do it with God. Keep God in it. Whatever it is that you do, you can't go wrong when you keep God in it. But y'all know, just like everything else, there are these factions, groups within groups, that don't necessarily do everything the right way. And so a person who's learning to manipulate certain energies to do certain things regarding energy and energy fields and the way people think and specific things to call on. College, ego. Think about it. You're a young man or a young woman and you're getting into these things, and they are teaching you how to manipulate energy, how to call on certain things. The girl said they were actively doing spell work when she was in this fraternity or sorority. I don't really know the difference between the two, but she said that they were actively doing spell work and she didn't realize it until later. And I question, is that why people feel like you're beneath them? Is that why they carry this egotistical type of energy? Because they feel like they cannot be touched because they know how to do certain things. Um, is that how? Because I always say, if y'all don't know how to do anything else, I know y'all can get some money. Makes you wonder, is that how? I never actually asked anybody, to be honest. I never Yeah, I never really questioned anyone about what they learn specifically, what goes on in there, to compare it to what the girl actually said, because it's almost kind of like a secret society type of thing. It's like only if you're in it, only if you're in it, do they want you to know certain things. And is that why they feel like they are here and you are here? Because they know certain things. And I can't make it up. Look what just popped out. I'm just sitting here shuffling. This is what popped out. All these cards. Let me show you all these cards. I'm about to make me some more index cards, by the way. All of these index cards right here, y'all. And I'm sitting here literally just picking up piles and shuffling them, and that's what just hit the floor. I don't know, y'all. I have a lot of questions when it comes down to certain things. And honestly, I don't even know why I just brought that up, because I was just sitting here right before I press play on this. I was listening to the radio, and they were saying, I don't know if it's the Divine Nine that's doing it, or they're sponsoring whatever this is going on, but some type of concert that's going on. And I remember thinking, I quickly thought I wouldn't mind going to the concert, but as quick as I thought about that, it dawned on me that someone from my past does a lot of work like that. And so I was thinking I wouldn't do my face. I would not want to show up or even contribute to one of those events after he took his precious time and tore me down the way he did. Um, yeah, yeah, this is one of those. If you're not gonna deal with me, then I'm gonna make you want to before it's over. I'm gonna make you feel like you have to in order to move forward in life, because I want to tear down everything that you have that's gonna have you to keep moving forward. And you're gonna want to come back to me. One of them type of people. And so I'm thinking to myself, I wouldn't dare. Quick as I thought about it, I wanted to go. I wouldn't mind going. As soon as that came in my head, the second thought came to my head. Like, if that's something that he's on, I wouldn't even want to contribute to it at all. And it's so funny because as I'm thinking about this, and he is a part of the fraternity, he is one of those frat boys. And so as I was thinking about this, it's so funny because at the end of it, I think these are sponsors or whoever it is that's they're actually doing this event. They said the name of a few people, and right at the end, they said something about the Divine Nine. And it immediately had me thinking, but I had to come on. I was coming on here first, to talk about what I was talking about originally, what I just seen and what I took from that, what I just read from this Bible, and the energy that I got from it while I was reading it. I just wanted to relay that to y'all, whoever it is out there that's doing this. Be careful. Be careful, y'all. Because when this vengeance kicks in, it's gonna be bad for you, especially for the ones out there who's taking their time and thoroughly trying to ruin someone's reputation. It's gonna be something that you can't come back from. So yeah. Um, yeah. I really just came on to say that, but it was so funny. The fact that I thought what I thought. I know my intuition has been on point lately. I thought what I thought, and then for the end of it to be that, I was just like, wow. Wow. Signs and synchronicities. Signs and synchronicities. Yeah. Got two proverbs here. I just cut the deck on two of them. One says, an inheritance obtained first by greed will not be a blessing in the end. Is someone steal an inheritance from you? Proverbs 20:19 says, a slanderer goes about revealing confidential talk. Do not associate yourself with one who loves to gossip. Right behind it says, speak up about what's going on. It's so funny because a lot of stuff that's been going on, I feel like that same person who I was just talking about has contributed to a lot of that. And so again, it brings me to the question, how do certain people have so much pull? How do certain people, how are certain people able to just be trusted the way they are when it comes down to certain situations? Alchemy energy could easily be manipulated. How are certain people able to just sabotage a person all the way together completely? Yeah. Anyway, we've been on here for 40 some minutes. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this, y'all, but I'll be back.